Hey there, you mean DC fans, and welcome if you are new. I am Mantis, and today we're going to get back into Absolute Batman issue number 12. Let's go. Issue 12 starts off from two issues ago, actually, but only briefly. If you recall, Wayland helped Batman escape from the medical laboratory where the types of people like Bane and Wayland are being created. Batman seems confused at the fact that Wayland helped him escape, but as we see, Wayland wants a favor in return. Batman, being the one to save his friend Wayland, confirms that he can find a cure. He will find a cure to what Wayland has become. But Wayland knows that the hunger will eventually win and knows that the only way to have Bruce, quote unquote, save him is to end his life. However, as we know, the Cape Crusader will not break his rule and slams the knife he grabbed from his helmet into the concrete below the rushing sewer water. Sensing Bruce will never be able to go through with it, Croc grabs the knife, saying, "Then I will." A short struggle over the knife ensues, in which Batman kicks Croc in the head, causing him to drop the knife and roar. Wayland says, "I should have left you in that place," and he then scurries off as Batman is left there by himself. Next is a flashback of Selina and Bruce overlooking Gotham skyline from an apartment for rent. Guess they were maybe a new couple moving in together, but we'll see. However, in the subtext of this whole page, Bruce is still struggling on how he hasn't told Wayland he can't beat Bibbo the boxer. Selina suggests if they can't talk him out of the fight, they have to find a way for him to help win it. Likely through their quote unquote talents again. Some of those talents causing Bruce may end up have to break the law. Getting back to current time, Bruce awakens after being unconscious for about 20 days. Alfred, always the Batman's mom for the lack of a better term at this point, explains to Bruce that he has a sophisticated delivery system woven into his spine, loaded with that venom. Bruce just brushes it off, telling him he's fine, but he does get it now, and that things definitely have changed. Bruce exits and starts to walk the city, the venom still causing issues for Bruce, and seeing missing posters of himself that his mom had likely put up. Speaking of mom, that's exactly where Bruce is headed. Walking in, Martha mistakes Bruce for Jim. Martha screams, "Bruce!" as she runs over in excitement and says, "Thank God," rhyming him only with a smack to the face. Only because she was probably really worried about him and upset that he didn't tell her where he was going. They embrace for a bit, but Martha then lets the emotions of what had happened to Ozzy and others creep into her mind that could have been Bruce. As she even says it out loud, Bruce replies, "Ozzy?" Apparently, Bruce has no idea what had happened to his friends. Bruce immediately heads to Gotham Hospital. Upon arriving, he has a little chat with Commissioner Gordon and a couple cops out in the hallway about him getting checked out by a doctor. Although Alfred did do a pretty bang up job, if you ask me. Bruce has come to see his friend Ozzy. Walking in, Dr. Tompkins warns Bruce that he may not like what has happened to him. We see what Bane did to Ozzy as he lays motionless in a bed of wires and bandages and medical pins, completely disfigured, a heaping lump of what Ozzy used to be. Next, we get to see what Bane actually did to Ozzy first. It begins with a
Hello?
confused Bruce's friends ask who he is. Bane grabs Ozzy, saying to him,
You want so badly to be big. The pink raw gym muscles. The lifts in your shoes.
Bane broke nearly every single bone in Oswald's body, some in multiple places. But again, Bane, being very intelligent, did it in a way that missed each vital organ. If Oswald does live, he will be 2 feet shorter, his hands and feet disfigured. Dr. Thompson says it will be tough. Bruce asks her if Harvey has come by to see Ozzy. She replies Harvey's in the next room and another victim of Bane. Bruce and Dr. Tompkins walk to Harvey's room, where she explains the condition that the police found him, including third-degree burns across the left side of his body, coinciding with the 50-50 Two-Face persona that Harvey did becoming Two-Face is known for. We also get to see how Bane transformed Harvey, Bane catching the white knight of the group midair and crushing the bottle into his head. Harvey talking to Bruce he keeps talking about a cop that would always be one step ahead of them when they were kids. Like he knew what Harv was hiding and he seemed to have it out for him. Bane, using psychological terror, tells Harvey he's going to be the traitor. He tries to play both sides in a safe place, a pretend place. But as Bane says,
The pretending is over.
throwing a lit poker chip into the waiting flammable solution that Harvey's halfway submerged in, he's also stepping on Harvey's head. Flames erupt, engulfing Harvey, destroying the Harvey Bruce knew, but creating Two Face. Bruce, talking with Harvey, tells him that it's all his fault, and Harvey agrees it is Bruce's fault, but that he only hates him half of the time. Bruce then walks into a dark room, presumably at Eddie's house. Even asking Eddie, "Are you all right?" Eddie seems in good spirits, responding, "I'm fine over here, just doing some work." Well, he is sitting in a dark like a vampire, a friendly one. Bruce asks if he hurt him, to which Eddie says, no, he just challenged him to a battle of wits. That if Eddie had won, Bane would let him kill him. As we see the status of Eddie in the light, I don't think he won that battle. Bane, being very smart, quickly beat Eddie's mind games. But also, we see him grabbing Eddie and crushing his skull into his frontal lobe. Eddie explains Bane was actually helping him, helping them all to become more than what they were meant to be, just like Bane. Bruce, wanting to get Eddie into a hospital, is interrupted with another tremor grasping his arm. Eddie notices and says, "Looks like he challenged you too, Bruce. Riddle me this. What are you going to do about it?" Next, we get a flashback of where we left Bruce and Selena trying to help Waylon's chances against Bebo for their boxing match. They're visiting Mr. Falcone on the golf course. Knowing Bebo is Mr. Falcone's fighter, Bruce and Selena approach him with a deal to pay his fighter to take a dive. Of course, not with cash, but paying with all the stolen items from the apartments that Mr. Falcone owns. Seems like Bruce did break the law to help his friend Waylon. Back to the hideout, Batman is telling the Red Hood gang to stand down, to which they aren't too happy about. Bruce hangs up the video call, telling Alfred he was right when the Black Mask offered the deal, that he didn't even really consider taking it. Alfred pretty much calls Batman a little bitch and that he shouldn't quit, not after what Bane did to his friends. In the middle of their discussion, a perimeter alarm gets tripped. Knowing what the hell Bane will bring with him, Alfred and Batman gear up. Striking a battle pose, they're ready to give the war to Bane that he wants. Fanning out, they begin searching the hideout for Bane. A sly tail like a rope slithers down one of the columns next to Alfred, catching him off guard and grabbing him by the neck. His cannon goes off, no doubt by the trigger he's grasping on the handle. A foot, then a fist, hit Alfred in his face, knocking him out. But these aren't Bane's fists or feet. Batman, standing next to the figure, asks, "You, what are you doing here?"
Well, hello to you too, Bruce.
Selena says to him, as it seems a little reunion of lovers is set to kick off. Will Selena help Bruce and his friends deal with Bane as she did previously with Waylon and Bebo? We'll have to wait and find out. And then thanks, guys, for sticking with me through this video. We do appreciate all the brand new subscribers to Yumi and DC. And if you like the Absolute series, we have the other 5 running concurrent issues in the DC All In universe for Absolute. And they are fantastic. I highly suggest you go check them out, along with our other 2 running issues of DC Comics. And again, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. We do appreciate everyone's support. And until next time, later.